Are you in the market for a new home or getting ready to begin the home inspection process? You are going to want to pay attention to this video. Most home inspections often overlook these two major areas of your home, and if you find out after you move in, then it can be extremely costly. So what are we talking about? Talking about the water main and the sewer service to the home. In this video, I will give you key items to look for. By doing so, you could potentially save yourself thousands of dollars. So number one, and this is probably the most obvious, and I would have to imagine that your home inspector would pick this up. But does your home have running water? Clearly, this is essential. If the home doesn't have running water, then the next question must be, how long has the home been without running water? Why is this important to know? Well, for example, let's say there was a water leak and it was never repaired, and DEP had no choice but to turn it off at the connection on the city main. Depending on how long the water has been turned off will affect the out-of-pocket cost. So, if the main has been shut for less than 2 years, you would need to replace the water main from the existing tap connection on the city main to inside the new home. If the water has been shut off for a period greater than 2 years, then not only would you need to replace the main, you would additionally have to plug and install a new tap connection on the city main per DEP requirements. Number two, does the water service have a water meter? If not, then why not? Have the current owners been paying frontage charges for the water? If so, frontage charges are always going to be more than the actual cost of the water that's being used. For whatever the reason is, make sure there's an existing water meter. Number three, is the existing water service lead? We all know that lead is terrible for us. You do not want to have a lead water main feeding your home for many reasons. In case you're not clear on what a lead water main looks like, here's an example. This is an example of what lead pipe looks like. And here's an example of what copper piping looks like. Number four. Again, this one may be obvious, but you want to check the water pressure. I would advise running a few fixtures at the same time and flush a toilet to see if the pressure drops. I could only imagine the last thing a new homeowner would want is to move into their dream home only to find out that the only way to take a decent shower is to make sure no other water is running in the home. If there is a question regarding the water pressure after testing, then I would advise reaching out to a licensed master plumber to inspect and also to obtain city records to make sure your tap and water main size is sufficient to provide good water pressure. Number five, make sure the inspector tests the water main shutoff valve. I can't tell you how many calls we receive from new homeowners whose valves get stuck in either the closed or partially closed position. Just recently, received a call from a new homeowner who had begun a renovation. At the time of the inspection, all looked to be okay, besides having a lead water main. However, the inspector did not test the main shutoff valve. When the plumber shut the valve, it got stuck in the closed position. So, in addition to a renovation, they now found themselves replacing their entire water main from the existing tap connection to a new main shutoff valve. All of which could have been avoided if the valve was tested during the home inspection. Number six, in the event that you have a sprinkler, combined water service, or domestic service over 3 inches, you will want to make sure there is an existing functional curb valve 2 feet from the curb. This could be extremely costly, especially if the existing curb valve is not functional. And to circle back to our last section, make sure the OS and Y valve is functional. So this is the main checklist for the potential out-of-pocket water main costs if your water services are not properly inspected. Now, let's get to the messy stuff. Picture this. You just moved into your dream home. Everything seems to be working fine. You've taken showers, you've used the bathrooms, no problems whatsoever. Then, a heavy rainstorm hits. Your basement floods out due to a sewer backup. Nightmare situation. You ask yourself, could this have been avoided? The answer? Yes, it could have. Which brings us to what must be done to properly check your sewer main. A sewer camera inspection is a must, often not performed during a home inspection process, and can be extremely expensive to repair especially after you just moved into a new home. A camera inspection is what it sounds like. A specialized camera is inserted into the main sewer trap and pushed out towards the city sewer. You are going to want to have a licensed master plumber inspect the video, because they will be able to see issues that maybe someone who doesn't specialize in this area might find, such as back pitches or bellies. Secondly, you want to make sure there's a dual vented trap at the foundation wall. A single vented trap is and can be common. However, you can't perform a camera inspection or properly maintain your sewer if you have a single vented trap. So here, this is the difference between what a dual vented trap looks like and what a single vented trap looks like. If you have any questions, you're in the market for a new home, definitely reach out to a licensed master plumber to gather more information so you find yourself not getting blindsided with out-of-pocket costs. Thank you.